Yes, it's exciting, but I want to be absolutely certain we've hit the vault. I'm positive at this point we've hit what we cored.
Few could have imagined that a routine investigation near the garden shaft would lead to a discovery of this magnitude. Yet, according to recent reports and leaked information, Oak Island team member Emma Culligan and treasure hunter Marty Lagina may have uncovered evidence that has the potential to transform the entire Oak Island mystery. What began as a standard exploration reportedly evolved into one of the most remarkable moments in the island's long history. Deep beneath the surface, advanced scanning technology is said to have detected a mysterious metallic chamber at a depth associated with the legendary 140-foot level. Initially, the team struggled to understand what the data was revealing. However, as additional information became available, the significance of the discovery appeared to grow even more extraordinary. Sources suggest that the chamber is remarkably intact despite its age. Preliminary analysis reportedly indicates that some of the materials involved could date back nearly 2,000 years. If verified, this finding could point to an ancient connection that no one anticipated and challenge many long-held assumptions about Oak Island's past. Emma Culligan's scientific expertise and Marty Lagina's relentless pursuit of answers may have brought the team closer than ever to uncovering the truth behind the island's greatest mystery. The question now is simple. What lies inside this hidden underground chamber? Could this finally be the breakthrough treasure hunters have been seeking for generations? For years, Rick and Marty Lagina, together with the Fellowship of the Dig, have uncovered a series of intriguing clues suggesting that something significant lies buried beneath Oak Island. Fragments of old timber, mysterious artifacts, coconut fiber, ancient coins, and other discoveries all hinted at a larger story waiting to be uncovered. Despite these findings, none provided the definitive proof needed to solve the mystery. That may have changed, according to a supposed production insider who recently shared details of a surprising new discovery. The source claims that during off-season investigations near the garden shaft, Emma Culligan and her team were analyzing advanced sonar data when they encountered an unusually clear and precise reading. The result was so unexpected that the scans were reportedly repeated several times to verify their accuracy. What appeared on the screen was not another unexplained anomaly, collapsed tunnel, or confusing geological feature. Instead, it was reportedly a perfectly rectangular, man-made chamber hidden deep beneath Oak Island. The structure is said to measure approximately 10 feet wide and 15 feet long, located more than 140 feet below the surface. To put that into perspective, it would be like concealing an entire room beneath a 14-story building. According to the leak, Marty Lagina immediately recognized the potential importance of the discovery. If the reports are accurate, constructing such a chamber centuries ago would have required an extraordinary level of engineering, planning, and manpower. The scale of the project suggests resources far beyond anything previously associated with Oak Island. Yet the chamber itself may not be the most surprising part of the story. According to the leaked information, sonar scans allegedly revealed several large, dense rectangular objects resting on the chamber floor. Their size and shape reportedly resemble what many would describe as treasure chests. Even more intriguing is what Emma Culligan's analysis may have uncovered about the chamber's construction. The chamber reportedly features a metallic lining that may have done more than simply preserve the structure over time. Preliminary testing is said to have identified traces of a rare lead-silver alloy. Some researchers believe the characteristics of this material resemble those found in ancient Roman engineering practices. At first glance, that detail might seem insignificant. However, for historians and archaeologists, such a discovery would raise major questions. It could provide a new perspective on some of Oak Island's most debated finds. Consider the alleged Roman-era coin and other unusual artifacts discovered during previous investigations. Skeptics have long argued that these objects were merely random items left behind by later visitors. Even among supporters of Roman theories, the idea of a meaningful Roman connection to Oak Island has often been viewed as speculative and lacking strong evidence. Now, according to the leak, the context may have changed dramatically. A massive underground chamber, lined with an advanced metallic alloy, could potentially connect those earlier discoveries in ways researchers had never fully considered. What if those artifacts were not isolated finds? What if they were pieces of a larger puzzle that investigators simply lacked the evidence to assemble until now? Sources claim that Emma Culligan became particularly interested in comparing the newly gathered data with records from previous artifact discoveries. As more correlations emerged, it reportedly became increasingly difficult to dismiss the possibility that these findings were connected. The potential implications are enormous. Conventional history maintains that ancient Roman influence never extended significantly into North America. Yet, if the leaked information proves accurate, researchers may be forced to reconsider possibilities that were once thought impossible. This would suggest something far more complex than a handful of travelers reaching distant shores. Instead, it could point to a carefully organized operation involving advanced knowledge, substantial resources, and a purpose important enough to justify the construction of a massive underground chamber. The mystery becomes even more intriguing when considering another theory reportedly discussed among researchers. Some speculate that ancient knowledge preserved through secretive groups may have played a role in the chamber's creation. Others have pointed to traditions that were later associated with the Knights Templar. As extraordinary as these ideas may sound, interest in them continues to grow because of another surprising detail. According to the leak, the newly discovered chamber is not located directly beneath the original money pit. Instead, its reported position aligns with a significant location connected to Nolan's Cross. For decades, Nolan's Cross has fascinated researchers. Some have interpreted it as a navigational marker, while others believe it may contain a hidden code or message. Now, investigators are considering a different possibility altogether. What if Nolan's Cross was never intended to mark the treasure itself? What if it was designed to indicate the route leading to it? Reports suggest that Marty Lagina became especially intrigued when the chamber's coordinates were compared with existing survey data. If these alignments are confirmed, they could provide a completely new way of understanding some of Oak Island's most enduring mysteries, and perhaps bring the team closer than ever to uncovering what truly lies hidden beneath the island. The reported alignment was incredibly precise, leading some researchers to believe the location was intentionally selected centuries ago. That possibility has sparked a fascinating new theory. What if the money pit was never meant to be the true destination? What if it was designed to distract everyone from the real objective? When you consider Oak Island's history, the idea begins to make sense. Over the years, searchers have encountered elaborate flood tunnels, collapsed shafts, and countless obstacles that seem almost engineered to frustrate exploration. Perhaps these features weren't created simply to protect a treasure. Perhaps they were meant to draw attention away from something far more important hidden elsewhere on the island. If that's the case, the greatest mystery of Oak Island may not be what was buried underground, but how the original builders managed to mislead generations of treasure hunters for more than 2 centuries. The level of planning required for such a deception is difficult to imagine. A strategy created hundreds of years ago may have successfully guided explorers toward the wrong location for over 200 years. But if this newly discovered chamber is only part of the story, an even bigger question emerges. What was it truly meant to protect? And where is the final destination that the builders worked so hard to conceal? Some theories suggest that the chamber could be just one component of a much larger underground network hidden beneath Oak Island. One aspect of the investigation that often receives little attention is the vast community that has formed around the mystery. The Fellowship of the Dig extends far beyond the people viewers see on television. Over the years, historians, researchers, cartographers, archaeologists, and dedicated enthusiasts have become an unofficial part of the search effort. In many ways, they serve as an unseen extension of the team. While excavations continue on the island itself, thousands of people around the world spend countless hours studying maps, analyzing historical documents, reviewing past discoveries, and searching for clues that may have been overlooked. They aren't simply following the mystery, they are actively trying to solve it. Many of these independent researchers have spent years exploring theories involving Nolan's Cross, ancient navigation systems, possible Templar connections, and hidden geometric patterns scattered across the island. Some of these ideas were dismissed for years as unlikely speculation. However, recent discoveries have encouraged investigators to take a fresh look at theories that once seemed impossible. According to reports circulating among followers of the show, Emma Culligan and other researchers have reportedly revisited information connected to earlier discoveries in ways that closely resemble discussions that have long taken place within the Oak Island community. If those reports are accurate, it suggests that valuable insights may come not only from official investigations, but also from the collective efforts of researchers and enthusiasts around the world. This brings the focus back to the mysterious underground chamber. For years, discussions among fans frequently included theories about hidden vaults, ancient relics, and sophisticated underground structures buried beneath the island. Most people viewed these ideas as little more than speculation. But if the leaked information proves to be accurate, some of those forgotten theories may have been much closer to reality than anyone expected. Discoveries of this scale rarely happen overnight. Before any major announcement reaches the public, extensive analysis, testing, verification, and planning typically take place behind the scenes. Because of that, some observers believe the team may already know much more about the chamber than has been publicly revealed. And if Emma Culligan's reported findings are even partially correct, the significance extends far beyond Oak Island itself. At that point, this is no longer just a treasure hunt. Instead, it becomes a discovery with the potential to challenge long-standing ideas about exploration, trade networks, and ancient connections that historians have debated for generations. That is why every step of the investigation must be approached with caution. A single artifact removed from its original context can easily lead to misunderstandings. But an intact underground chamber, preserved in its original state and potentially containing multiple objects exactly where they were placed centuries ago, offers something archaeologists rarely have the opportunity to study. It provides context, and context can change everything. According to the leak, one reason the team has proceeded so carefully is because the chamber appears to be exceptionally well preserved. Unlike many previous discoveries that suffered damage from flooding, structural collapse, or centuries of environmental exposure, this structure may have remained largely untouched. If confirmed, that fact alone could make it one of the most important discoveries ever connected to Oak Island. What makes the situation even more intriguing is the possibility that the chamber itself may be just as valuable as whatever it contains. Its construction techniques, building materials, and overall design could reveal critical information about the people who created it. Every wall, measurement, and engineering detail could provide clues that have remained hidden for centuries. This perspective aligns with something Marty Lagina has often emphasized throughout the search. The true treasure is not always gold or silver. Sometimes the greatest discovery is knowledge. Understanding who created this mystery, how they accomplished such a remarkable feat, and why they went to extraordinary lengths to protect it could ultimately prove more valuable than any artifact recovered from the site. Despite all the excitement surrounding the discovery, one major question still remains. If the chamber was intentionally hidden, who was it hidden from? The builders appear to have invested tremendous effort into concealing its location. They may have created distractions, left misleading clues, and constructed multiple layers of protection to keep outsiders away. People rarely go to such lengths unless they believe they are safeguarding something of extraordinary importance. That possibility continues to fuel intense speculation among researchers and fans alike. Some believe the chamber could contain historical documents capable of reshaping our understanding of the past. Others suspect it may hold religious relics or culturally significant artifacts. Still others theorize that it contains evidence connected to secret organizations whose histories have largely been lost over time. Whatever the truth may be, one thing stands out above all else. After generations of unsuccessful searches, unanswered questions, and frustrating dead ends, the investigation finally appears to be moving towards something concrete. For the first time in years, the focus is no longer centered entirely on theories and possibilities. Instead, attention is fixed on a specific target buried deep beneath the island, and if the reported sonar data is accurate, that target is waiting to be explored. The next phase of the search could determine whether Oak Island's greatest mystery is finally solved, or whether an even deeper and more astonishing mystery lies hidden beneath the one that investigators have been pursuing all along. For Rick Lagina, Marty Lagina, Emma Culligan, and the entire Fellowship of the Dig, this could be the most important moment in their journey. Years of dedication, substantial financial investment, and countless hours of hard work have all led to this point. Every excavation, every clue, and every setback has brought them one step closer to uncovering the truth hidden beneath Oak Island. Now, one final question remains. When the mysterious chamber is eventually explored, will it validate the theories and legends that have surrounded Oak Island for generations? Or could it reveal something completely unexpected? Something capable of changing the entire story and reshaping everything we thought we knew about the island's past? Whatever awaits inside, the discovery has the potential to become one of the most significant moments in Oak Island history. As the investigation moves forward, excitement continues to grow among researchers, historians, and fans around the world. Everyone is eager to learn whether this chamber represents the missing piece of the puzzle or merely another chapter in a mystery that has captivated people for centuries. What do you think? Could this hidden chamber finally hold the answers that treasure hunters have been searching for all along? Or is Oak Island still keeping its greatest secret buried deep beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to be revealed? Share your thoughts and theories. The mystery is far from over, and the next discovery could change everything.